Bob Casey, former London Irish second row, Leinster second row, played for Ireland and the Barbarians. Rugby highs are all, whenever you play for your country, obviously. So I have 7 caps for Ireland. They were all very special. My first cap was against Australia in the World Cup in '99 against John Eales. So that was pretty memorable. Getting to Twickenham with London Irish, the Premiership final, Heineken semi-final, all great achievements for the club. Lows are obviously any time you lose in big games, so it would be losing the Premiership final. It was a very tough one to take. It's quite topical at the moment. Declan Kidney would be one of my favourite coaches. I had him from an early age with Ireland under 19s, and he was very good to me. I was injured at the time, and he made sure we got to the bottom of the injury. And then subsequently, I was capped in 2009 again when he was in charge. So I always had a lot of time for him and the way he looked after his players. A lot of hard work and great people around me. We had great hookers because obviously you need quality hookers who can put the ball where you ask them to. I had Nick Kennedy for years with me, who's now in Toulon and had a great game against Leicester yesterday. The two of us worked very well, and we really put in the hours, not just on the pitch, but in the video analysis room. I used to spend hours and hours every week just making sure that we had the best line out, both on our ball and on opposition ball. Oh, captaincy teaches you a lot about life, actually, and people, and how to motivate people and how to deal with people. Because at London Irish, I was captaining maybe 9 different nationalities, and that's 9 different cultures. So you had to figure out how you could communicate with each one in terms of what made them tick. Some guys obviously you can bollock, they take it well and they respond. Other guys go into their shell. So it really taught me a lot about how to get the most out of people. Current job is I joined Powerday when I retired. Powerday are a waste management and recycling company based in Wilson Junction, but we also have transfer stations in Brixton and Enfield. The core of what we do is we deal with construction and demolition waste in the Greater London area, and we bring it back to our facility in Wilson Junction, and our mission is 100% diversion from landfill. So we recycle or reuse what we can. Anything we can't, we produce a fuel that we supply Slough Heat and Power with. It wasn't as hard as people have said to me they thought it would be, but because I'd done 15 years professional rugby, but I always knew when I was going to retire. I had a plan in my head, and I had Powerday lined up from 6 months to a year out. So I took the summer off to get my body right, and then started with Powerday in September, and I really enjoy it. It's challenging. It's a very good environment to work for. Good people, hard working. So very similar to rugby in that regard. And it's in a sector that's really going places, and in a company that's going places. So it's been a pretty easy transition so far. Um, I miss being so well looked after. Medically you're so well looked after. You don't wish for anything. The banter with the lads, obviously, changing room banter is a little bit different to office banter when you throw in I work with men and women. So you do have to tone it down a wee bit. So I certainly would miss that. Definitely, especially when you're captain of a club, it teaches you work ethic, and that was something actually Brendan Venter really instilled in us when he was at London Irish and now at Saracens. Organisation skills, if you're a captain or if you're a rugby player, you've got to be organised, you've got to, be disciplined, and I suppose motivation as well. I like to I'm a very motivated individual. I like it to rub off on the people around me, and yeah, I think you can definitely transfer a hell of a lot of skills from rugby, especially professional rugby, onto life in the real world.